Welcome back. It is Tuesday, January 23rd in the NBA. My 4 best bets are on the way. Let's recap yesterday. Not a great day for us, a 1-3 day. Let's talk about it. We had Wembanyama's over 24.5 points plus assists. That was free. He's at that in like 7 or 8 straight games. We'll run it back if they give us the same line. I doubt they do, but we appreciate you, Wemby, for doing your job. Let's talk about our losers, and I'll start from the bottom. DeJounte Murray, 8 assists, and Fox 4 assists. Fox had 1 assist. It didn't matter because DeJounte had 6. That's the last time I've taken an assist prop, unless it's an under. I just have no luck on those. And let's talk about Tim Hardaway Jr. Speaking of unders, took his under 17.5 points. Line dropped all the way down to 14.5 as he was sent to the bench as their 6th man. He scored 18 in the first half. And then he actually didn't score really again until the last 2 minutes of the game. I was kind of glad he scored again because if he ended at 18 on the hook with all 18 coming in the first half, I would have been triggered. And then finally, day 3 of the ladder challenge lost. Now, not only is day 3 cursed, I feel like yesterday was just a prime example of our luck on the ladder challenge this year. I mean, we lost because Joel Embiid scores 70 points. Now, props to him. All credit to where credit is due. He dropped 70. The whole second half, Maxey was really just trying to get in the rock, and that was the whole last 5-6 minutes of the game was, hey, just get it to Embiid. Let's see how many he can get. And we lose because Tyrese does not get 20 points. He missed, mid-range that would have cashed it for us. Painful. Just painful. Day 1's going to return soon because I know the luck is, like I said, as I say almost every single day, luck's going to even itself out. You're going to have some bad luck. You're going to have some good luck. It'll even itself out as the day goes on, unless you're, Bucket with Trent. He's just officially cursed. Maybe we are cursed on the ladder challenge, but either way, I'm confident that we will turn things around. And we're going to start with day 1 later on today. Should be live pretty quickly after this video. I have a good idea of what I want to do. Maybe we'll switch up how we do things. Maybe just a 2 or 3 leg parlay, something like that. But let's talk about our favorite plays today. We're going to start with the first one, a guy that we love on the channel. His name is Tyrese Halliburton. Over 35.5 points, rebounds, and assists, minus 115 on Caesars. Now, Halliburton obviously has been dealing with some injuries here, and there is a chance he does not play. Surprise! Yeah, I was editing the video and news dropped that Halliburton is actually out the next 3 games. So instead of keeping it in the video before I post it, I'll just remove it so you don't waste the next 2.5, 3 minutes of your life explaining why I liked Halliburton's over in PRAs. So we're just going to move on with the next 2 picks, which I'll dive into in a second. I'll see about adding a pick. First, I'm going to work on day 1 of the ladder challenge, which I will talk about at the end of the video. And then we'll see if we want to add anything else to the card. Obviously, not a big slate. It's only like 5 or 6 games. So keep it light. I'll see if there's any Pacers props that come out that maybe I like a little bit more now that Hallie's out. We'll see. But yeah, let's roll on to the next few picks. We have 2 straight bets, and then we'll talk about the ladder, which will be the 3rd pick that we track for 1 unit. Cue it to, I guess, previous Austin. I don't really know, but go check out that. Here we go. Ready, set, go. Now, my second pick is going to be a guy that, according to yesterday, I saw a stat on Twitter that said he had played the most games out of all-star players. It is Anthony Davis, over 31.5 points plus assists, minus 115 on Bet365. I say most games out of star players out of the last 365 days. I mean, knock on wood, Anthony Davis has been somewhat pretty healthy recently and pretty much all season long. And he's out there, speaking of his teammate who's not healthy tonight, LeBron James will be out of this game, and I'll talk about that in a second. I personally did points plus assists because he's been doing a pretty good job getting his teammates involved. I like his points, obviously, the most, and obviously you can do PRAs, but I'd rather not count on him to grab a ton of rebounds. But we've seen, like I said, LeBron is out, and in 4 games this season with LeBron missing the games, Anthony Davis, 36, 38, 35, and 26 points plus assists, and you look at his usage, 20, 23, 20, 21 field goal attempts, plus an additional 12, 12, 9, and 6 free throws. I mean, the usage is great. The only game the other games he cleared it pretty easily. The one game he went under was a game he had a triple-double, and he went 5 for 21 from the field. So he just did not shoot the ball well. Sure, that could happen tonight, but I really think this is a great spot to back Anthony Davis. They're technically on the road, but they're at home taking on the Clippers, and this should be a decent game. I mean, they are 8-point underdogs, and sure, they should probably lose to the Clippers, but I just don't think the Clippers have an answer for him. Zubac has actually done a pretty good job defensively against AD, but now he's out for the next 4 weeks, technically 3 weeks because he's been out for a week now. But outside of that, you got Plumlee and Daniel Tice on him. Yeah, I'll take my chances against AD scoring against either of those 2 guys. That's a mismatch and a half. And I'm sure the Clippers know that, which is why they'll probably send some double teams his way. But I really do think that AD will get to his spots, get to the free throw line, do his thing. I really like this over 31.5 points plus assists, minus 115 on Bet365. It played at 32.5, or just take his over in points, which I think is 27.5. Now, my 3rd play is going to be a one that I really, really like this play. I'd put more than 1 unit on it if it wasn't this player, but it is Dorian F Smith of the Brooklyn Nets, over 11.5 points plus rebounds, plus 100 on FanDuel. Getting a little plus money, I'll take it any day of the week. I'd play this to minus 130. Want to make a key note here. 11.5 is a very key number to get for DFS, so I really don't like it at 12.5. But let's talk with DFS, who he's been building the brick house recently. Let's talk about his last 4 games. Here is DFS's stats, and they are brutal. DFS is obviously, we're not typing in Dorian F Smith the whole time. Look at his stats. He went 5.7 rebounds, got 12 PRs, went 1 for 6. So then he went up 7 points, 5 revs, got the 12. That's all we needed, 2 for 5. The last 2 games, 3 points, 4 rebounds on 1 of 8, and 0 points, 9 rebounds on 0 for 5. His last 3 games, 1 for 12 from the 3-point line. He's actually 0 for 8, I believe, in the last 2. All those games on the road. Now, obviously, a guy like Dorian F Smith, he is not a road warrior. He has shown that this season. His shooting splits on the road, not great. However, he returns back home here, and this is a nationally televised game, and this is a good Knicks defense. I mean, the Knicks are going to make life difficult on OG Anunoby. They're going to make life, or not OG Anunoby, will make life difficult on Mikal Bridges. They'll make life difficult on Cam Thomas coming off the bench, Spencer Dinwiddie. I think if there is one guy that they maybe potentially sag off on, it's probably Dorian F Smith. And so I think he's going to get open opportunities, and he's been really good at home this year. Let's talk about him. 9.3 points per game and 5.2 rebounds per game, good for 14.5 points plus rebounds at home on 41% from 3. He's averaged about 30 minutes per game. They are notably missing Day'Ron Sharpe, who is the guy that comes off their bench, and he's their backup center. So there are some extra minutes to go around. They're going to kind of need him out there. I mean, Dorian F Smith, his calling card is not scoring, rebounding. It's really playing defense, but I think this is a professional player that is obviously returning back home, coming off games where he did not make a 3. He's 0 for 8 from 3 in the last 2 games. He still shoots it with confidence, which is what you want to see. You don't want a guy that's like, oh, I'm afraid to shoot because I stink. No, he's still going to go out there and shoot the basketball. And back at home in a nationally televised game, I imagine he wants to play better. He's got to have some friends or family, or maybe his parents are watching. Actually, I think his dad just got out of prison, right? I think that's a thing. So maybe he wants to show up for his dad on nationally televised TV. Do that. But either way, Dorian's played really well at home in his last 11 games at home. I'm not going to read off all the numbers, but over in 10 of his last 11 at home. His only loss was actually on the Hook. And that included a 13 points plus rebound effort versus the Knicks. He only played 24 minutes in that game and actually came off the bench. So that was a game he had 10 points, only 3 reps. I like him for a chance of getting some rebounds. And at the end of the day, this is a guy that I know is going to shoot the basketball. Comes down if he knocks down some shots. Been really good at home, shooting above 40% from 3. I think he gets some open looks. And if DFS sees the first one go through the hoop, the next one's getting fired up. And he ain't passing it. He's like Michael Porter Jr., but bad. And that's not great for a guy that we're taking an over on, but I really do think Dorian F Smith, very good defender. He has a good spot to bounce back here. I almost took his over last game at 12.5, and he went under. And you know what happens when we run back plays? 100% hit rate. Just look at Vooch under, look at Clay's under, look at, I don't even know who just went over yesterday, but just look at it. It's a system play. Dorian F Smith over 11.5 points plus rebounds plus 100. Get the 11.5. You should be able to get that. I don't see the line going up to 12.5. Then my fourth and final pick of the day will be day 1 of the ladder challenge. We're running it back because I am a sucker for pain. Yes, I am. But you know what? We have had some brutal luck on the ladder, and I'm telling you, it is a matter of time. We're getting all that bad luck out so we can have 10 days swiftness. Just boom, right to the punch. I have some plays that I really do like for this. I haven't decided on it. If you're this far into the video, I appreciate you. I'm looking at, we're going to put 1 unit on this plus the $10. I'm looking at involving Colin Sexton tonight. If I had to pick a guy, I like him, but we'll see. I like that Jazz Pelicans game. We'll see. I feel confident that we can cook up something and get it done in the NBA. Day 3 is the one that's cursed. Day 1 and 2, we can get there. It's day 3 that we're really going to need to pull out the big guns. But I really feel confident in the ladder we'll be able to cook up. So it should be live pretty quickly on after this video. You guys have a wonderful day. It's Austin. I will see you guys back again in the next one. I'll see you in the ladder YouTube short when it is live. We'll link it somewhere on the screen. Go check out some second channel videos. I have some cool ones popping up on the screen. You should go check out. It's Austin. Let's go 3-0 on the straight bets. 1-0 on the ladder. 4-0 sweep. Boom. That's how you do it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.